Hello, today for review I've got Shanling BA1. Basically it's a small desktop digital to analog converter with built-in Bluetooth functionality. So you can use it as a USB digital to analog converter, but its main usage is for Bluetooth receiving, to integrate Bluetooth receiving capabilities to your stationary system. It's built with ESS92 A18 if I remember right, and it offers support for all modern codecs including aptX of different kinds, LDAC and others. Output power is 1.4 volts for the headphones output, to standard 2 volts for the line out. Price is $170, and basically let's have a closer look. Package is simple, just black cardboard, nothing fancy, simple polygraphy, so Shanling decided to make it pretty humble in terms of presentation. Inside you will get the device itself and small box with accessories, so you can see nothing super fancy, but basically all you need. And in the accessory set is pretty predictable, so it's small manual, warranty card and USB-C to USB-A cable, so you'll be able to plug it in. In terms of design, it's pretty stylish. It's made of plastic with a mirror-like finish. Of course, it's gathering fingerprints and dust, but it's the price you pay for this stylish look. There are small fits on the lower part of the device, so it can stay steadily on the table. High-res audio logos and all Bluetooth codec logos here. On the back side here is optical and analog output, USB to power it, so you can also connect it and use as USB digital to analog converter, but it supports only standard resolution 44 kHz 16 bits. But in another aspect it's pretty universal. You can connect it via digital out, via analog out to some your device. And on the front side there is on off button, small segmented indicator and headphones out, just regular 3.5mm. But anyway, it looks pretty stylish despite gathering fingerprints. It will fit nicely into any desktop system or as a device to put near your computer, so in this aspect it's pretty universal. So how it's working? I connected it to power bank actually to power the device. Then you turn on and it shows the logo. I'm not sure will it be visible on the video because screen is not bright. I think it's done on purpose. When you use it in your hi-fi setup, it's not a good idea to make really bright screen. So you connect it via Bluetooth, it shows the selected output and selected codec. And here is the companion app on the first page. So it's already disconnected. Let me... I don't know why, but mine power bank tries to disconnect it time to time. So it's pairing. After pairing it's reconnected. You can see that control app handles the connection pretty smoothly. So it shows the device, it shows USB volume, channel balance, you can select the Bluetooth codec you'd like to see, you can actually disable ones you don't need. And gain settings, so you can select low and high gain modes. Equalizer, so you need to stream music to make it available, but actually it's equalizer that you can use. You can select different digital filters and application will even show you the meaning of these filters, showing that what's going on past 20 kHz. It's interesting and really obvious how these filters works. So yeah, it's not the fault of the Shanling, it's the fault of my power bank. It's disconnects the device after 1 minute or so. But we can see that Shanling's controller app handles reconnections pretty nicely and handles them nicely, so period. And also in the instructions, probably if I'll turn Wi-Fi on, it could download the manual showing what we can do, how to connect it, what we see on the screen, and so on. So pretty nice application in terms of controlling Bluetooth device. And of course about the sound, this time I won't be showing the typical example tracks, and I won't pretend I connect some headphones. I did that when I tested, but I won't do it right now, because, you know, basically it's a pretty natural and technical digital to analog converter that totally worth that $170 price. It's just natural without any coloration, with a nice control, so basically from bottom to top it shows a good potential. But few words in terms of step-by-step. Low frequencies are a bit focused on the micro contrast, bit highlighting small nuances, but bass has a good depth and it goes almost to maximum depth, controlling low frequencies really well. And it's not the model for those who need additional weight, who need some coloration, and actually it's not typical for Shanling, because BA1 is a step aside from their traditional house sound. They decided to make it more natural, and probably it's logical, because this device first of all created as a component of some additional desktop system, so you can use it with digital to analog converter, you can use it with amplifier, and it tries to be as natural as possible in order to allow other components of your system show their full potential and not interfering with their own sound signature. So low frequency is natural, detailed, controlled well, pretty fast, so, and not for those who need highlighted lows. It suits anything. Of course, it's good for electronic music, it's good for natural instruments. So if you need to highlight low frequencies or to add some coloration, you can do it with amplifier, you can do it with headphones, so it's just not the aspect of this device. Mids are also natural, focused on the resolution, pretty detailed, not the maximum detalization I've heard, but still on the more natural side, and requires good materials. And what is surprising, you know, when you connect via Bluetooth, you're losing a bit of resolution, but actually not that much. Of course, depth of bass will be a bit less, and the resolution on mids will be also a bit less, but difference on the LDAC and aptX HD is not that big as I've expected, comparing with USB input connected. So, and mids are natural, uncolored, so what you get as input, you'll get as an output, minus the Bluetooth tags, let's name it this way, probably. And treble, probably, you know, for this price, treble is good, but comparing with more expensive device, of course, treble is a bit simplified. It's lacking a bit of better development in the upper treble. It's lacking a bit of naturalness, of very basic layering, but it's clean, it's crisp, it's not trying to be highlighted, it's not trying to be shadowed, so basically nice, well balanced treble that also suiting the representation of this device, not too sharp, not too shy, so really natural and balanced. So in this aspect it's also really nice. In terms of power, it's good with sensitive in-ear monitors. I like that background noise is pretty low, except super sensitive models. It's not created to drive something super power hungry, but full-size headphones it can drive pretty nicely too, so no issues with that. also accept the power-hungry models. And probably the main usage here is, of course, as a component of some more complex system. So if you need more power, for example, get some inexpensive amplifier and connect it. It will be doing its job well, so it's suiting nicely for the modular component system. And speaking about the conversions, it surpasses Bluetooth receivers like BTR5, Shanling's own UP4, especially in terms of resolution, in terms of control, not by a huge margin, especially in Bluetooth, because Bluetooth is a limiting part here, but still it's a bit noticeable step forward. Unfortunately, I didn't test some other devices of similar type. I've tested Fio's BTA30, but BTA30 doesn't have headphones output, so it's a bit different device in terms of application and usability. I'd like to test some other Bluetooth receivers of similar type, but I don't have. So if you're looking for some way to add Bluetooth connectivity to your stationary system, and it's a really nice option, and digital to analog converter here, it's kind of bonus feature. Of course, it's not the best possible digital to analog converter, mainly because of limited resolution and bit depth, but as a bonus feature it also does its job pretty well. So unusual device, but it solves its tasks and works nicely. Thank you for listening, thank you for your attention, and of course have a nice day.